Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat in Germany. My name is Bharat, and in this video we're going to pick up another question that I received on my Instagram, and the question was in a long form, so I'm going to read it out for you. Hey Bharat, I was thinking maybe if I could get an answer regarding this question. Is it difficult to get a job as a fresher after completing my master's in IT subjects from Germany? Like if I go to Germany right after my bachelor's and after completing my master's there. What are my chances of getting a job? Please reply or at least talk about it in the YouTube video. I researched a lot but couldn't find any relevant answers. So the thing is, like, the last thing, like, I researched a lot but couldn't get any relevant answers. I personally think that people throw it around like very loosely. Like they research a lot about anything and they don't find any answers, which is like never true. Like if you would just like reach out to the LinkedIn alumni of a particular university and so on, try to talk to them, you will find some good answers right there. But I'm going to still take it so that, like, maybe others who are still maybe doing some kind of research right now, this video, you can show it to them. First thing, when you're thinking about coming to Germany, like the only deciding factor that I believe you should have is if your finances are strong, if you genuinely want to like get some kind of work experience only in your home country and then want to come, because otherwise there's no real reason to like delay your further studies afterwards. For me, I was doing my bachelor's in civil engineering in Haryana in India, and I did it for 4 years. Of course, that's the standard BTech program. During that, I did a 3-month internship in Germany. So that was very nice. I did that in Berlin, was a very nice structural engineering company. Then afterwards, right after my bachelor's, I did not do any kind of like, full-time job or something. I directly moved to Germany for my master's. So I started structural engineering in 2016, then I shifted to management and engineering in 2017. Now, throughout this time, I started working in 2016 itself in a structural engineering company there too. And I worked there for almost around 18 months. So that was another work experience that I was having. And if I would have continued, even in my management degree or in my structural engineering degree, I could have been able to work there afterwards because that is the standard norm in Germany. When you're doing a part-time job or you're doing an internship in a German company, they have already trained you. They have put enough time inside you. They have put enough money inside you that if you perform well, that they would be more than happy to take you. So when you're thinking about coming to Germany, like, yes, your previous work experience helps, but it is not mandatory. Like it is not the scenario that you will not get any job at all if you don't have any kind of previous work experience. That's absolutely incorrect. And anybody who spreads this kind of information doesn't know what they're talking about. So that's the first main thing. And I have multiple business partners I work with. For them, the main criteria is how good is this person? How trainable is this person in his particular job, so that they can like bring them inside, train them in a few weeks, and then they are ready for the job. So main important thing. Now, so if you're coming to Germany, you don't have any kind of work experience, think of finding an internship or think of finding a part-time job in a relevant company so that you can find a job very easily afterwards. That's the standard thing. Now, of course, this could be done in multiple ways, and job portals alone does not really cut it. So you guys know that I have an online course, complete course of finding jobs in Germany. So there I train students in finding jobs and stuff. Recently, there was a student in the course who was a part of the intensive coaching plan. And then we were going back and forth with his application documents, finalizing it so that he could send it afterwards. So it turns out that he finally got an internship, and I think he's in his 3rd semester or something, and he got an internship. He is going to start that internship. And now if he performs well there, he is going to get a full-time job afterwards. This is pretty much a standard for many companies. And this internship that he found, he did not find it via job portals. He found it via unsolicited applications or Initiativbewerbung. This is also called the hidden job market in Germany because there are 3 stages of recruitment. The first stage is internal referrals. For example, in my company, if I'm hiring somebody, I'm looking for a new video editor, I'm looking for a new content manager or something like that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to my employees. I'm going to say, hey, I'm looking for somebody. Do you know somebody who is good in this specific field? If I get a lead from there, great. If that doesn't happen, I go to the stage 2. What is the stage 2? In stage 2, you're taking a look at your previous resources, for example, your interns, your Werkstudent, or any kind of unsolicited applications that you receive. That already happens because this saves the company time and money that they're going to put inside when they're publishing a new vacancy on any of the job portals. If you take a look at a website like Stepstone, they charge a company almost 1,000 euros plus for putting any kind of vacancy for just 30 days. So you have to keep in mind that many smaller businesses, they might not be so interested in putting these things out, and that's why if they receive a good unsolicited application, the job already goes away there. Now, many people will tell you that no, in Germany, you're supposed to like list the job in some kind of job portals and things like that. Well, that could be the case theoretically, but this is not how it is followed in practice. In practice, if you're able to find somebody quicker and you're able to fill up the place faster, that is pretty much the person the companies generally go with. So another thing that you have to keep in mind, because after these two stages, which are also called the hidden job market in Germany, you come to the stage 3, which is the job portals. So like when you're applying for jobs on the job portals, then essentially you're coming across 95% of the other population who is also in the job market and looking for jobs. And these jobs are not more than 30% of the jobs which are actually left, because the companies already try to hire the people from the stage 1 and the stage 2. So I hope this brings things into perspective for you, because for me, when I was doing my part-time job, it was a very open thing. You could talk to your internship coordinator, you can talk to the managing director that if you're finishing your studies, you can start working in the company full time. And that is most of the times really not a problem at all. That's why I always say, if you focus on getting a good internship or getting a good part-time job, which is generally available in the larger cities, then it is much easier for you. Now, larger cities is a bit different for Germany. For example, even in a small town like Chemnitz, you will find some interesting companies who are in the mechanical engineering field. So it is not necessary that if you're studying in Chemnitz that you will not have any opportunities whatsoever. The same is true for other cities, because again, in Germany, traveling across 2 cities for 1 hour, 1.5 hour or something, that is nothing unheard of. I used to go from my home to my university and it used to take me 75 minutes, so 1 hour and 15 minutes to reach the university. And it's a standard. If you are like going from a small town like where your city is, or a small village, and the nearby city is generally anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours. Germany is not such a big country. You can reach different larger cities in a relatively short time. So even if you find the company of your choice in a larger city and if you really want to write to them, then do it. And the traveling part is not generally going to be such a big issue. Nah? So keep this thing in mind. Don't let no work experience hamper you from starting your studies in Germany. If you have some other reasons for which you don't want to start, I can totally understand that, but having no work experience shouldn't be one of those. If you need any kind of help in looking for jobs or finding internships and so on, you can check out my complete course for finding jobs in Germany on Big Academy, where we have 2 different plans and you can see what kind of plan is more suited for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.